Hey guys, how are you? Welcome into a Wednesday morning edition of the Daily Juice Podcast. My name is Matt Perrault. You can follow me on Twitter at Sports Talk Matt. This podcast being brought to you by BetMGM. And we are always being brought to you, we're always found on BettingPros.com, wherever you get your podcast, YouTube, audio, every platform you can imagine. We are there for you guys to find us here. And well, after yesterday, thank you for being back because we fell on our face. That's what happens when you're going well, and that's the ups and downs of this sports gambling little thing that we do. Winning days, and then boom, on my face. So, 0-5 yesterday. The Boston Celtics did not win the Summer League. They lost it badly. That was a loss. I had the Celtics in the first half, -3 in that game. I doubled down on Boston. I thought about hedging. I really did. I was going to go into that. I talked to myself. I'm an idiot. I was all ready to hedge on that bet. I made that bet in order to hedge. But the problem was, I couldn't come up with, because it was a half a unit at +110, I couldn't come up with a realistic number that I wanted to put down, because if I had laid a half a unit down at +260, then, okay, so if Boston would have won, I would have won like a grand total of 0.06 units, okay, like nothing. So it would have been a total hedge, and it wouldn't have mattered. So I was like, okay, let's let it ride. And then I thought, you know what? Boston, the number was steaming up all day, and pretty much the movement on Summer League games were good to follow. You could follow Summer League and follow the line move, and you would be pretty profitable. I mean, Boston was just dominating people, and then they got crushed by the Kings. It was like 30 turnovers, wherever the hell it was. Awful. So I lost a full unit on that game. After not betting Summer League, I lost a full unit on the championship game. Duh. That was stupid. And then baseball was not good. Reds lose 2-1, so the parlay does not hit. The Orioles did come through with the parlay, and are on their portion of the parlay, they hit. The Blue Jays got walloped in the first 5 and got lost the game overall, so that wasn't fun. So we lost that bet, and then the team total for the Reds, they scored 1 run. So I got that wrong. So there's your 0-5 day, and that just wipes out a lot of the winnings that we had over the last week, but not 2 weeks, but last week. So that's kind of a bummer day, and that's just kind of the nature of sports gambling, right? It's why the books make a lot of money, because in order for us to get over on them, we have to be consistently beating them, and it just takes one day to kind of wipe out all your winnings. So kind of a bummer, but that's just kind of the way things are. Now, because today is a Wednesday, and I'm going to tell you this right here, I have 2 bets going. I always shrink after I get my teeth kicked in, and, well, it's not that I'm expecting to lose this, but since we've had some fun with hitting 7 consecutive days of parlays, 2-leg parlays, I missed it yesterday, so the streak's over, but I'm going to come back for one more. I'm going to stop doing this. We had a nice run. We found a nice little slot there with bad road teams and whatnot. I've got two team parlays in Major League Baseball today. Why? Because I hate the slate. It's Wednesday, and just get me to Thursday so we can bet on football. And I can bet Thursday, I can bet Friday, I can bet Saturday, and I don't have to bet baseball. So I got one day of just like, this is an entertainment day for me, and if you don't want to trail these plays, I don't blame you one bit. But I've got two-leg parlays to kind of put a bow on this where did Matt Perrault go conversation, because you know how much I hate parlays. But the 2-teamers, the 2-leggers have been pretty good. And I've got one that's a +203 and one that's a +123. So I only need one to cash and make it a profitable day. So just need one. They're both kind of, they're not horrible wagers. We'll explain more here in just one second. But let me update you on my daughter. Thank you for all the DMs, all the messages on Twitter, on the Discord channel. Thank you to everybody who reached out. That was really nice of you. She is negative for COVID. She's not doing poorly at all. Fever's gone. She's back to herself. She's congested, but not a big deal. So we're good there. That's really exciting. The groom that we're throwing the bachelor party flies in tonight. And then Thursday we head to Wolf's Creek to play the golf course that everybody has called, if you like playing Golden Tee, play this golf course, because it's as close to playing Golden Tee as you're going to play. So I'm really excited to get into that and play that course on Thursday, and then we're playing Valley High on Friday. I'm going to be burnt to a crisp, and I got to remember to hydrate because, boy, I don't drink enough water. I had like a little incident at my gym, at my boxing gym, which was not good. But I was so dehydrated because the gym was super hot and I hadn't drank enough water and I was all lightheaded for like 20 minutes. It was just a bad deal. So got to remember to drink water over the next couple of days, in particular because I'm probably going to have one or two adult beverages. And yeah, so away we go. My golf game is in rough shape though. If anybody's ever played golf a lot and then you go do a different sport and you get away from golf and then you go back to golf, oh boy, my swing is a mess. I've been asking my friends who are head golf pros at different courses and whatnot, saying, help me because my swing is awful. I don't know if it's going to be a good thing to take it to Wolf's Creek, but, we'll see what happens. I am a super competitive person, so hopefully I don't get my clock cleaned and my wallet emptied out by the guys I'm playing with coming up here on Thursday and Friday for a couple of rounds of golf. And so, it is what it is. Okay, but thank you. Again, thank you for all the messages from my daughter. It really warmed my heart. It was nice to see you guys reach out. She's doing much better, so thank you very much. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's get to the plays here, and this will be a little bit of a shorter podcast because there's only 2 bets to get into. Let's get into the one that I feel a little bit more comfortable with, if you will. So the Giants beat the Mets 3-2 last night. Giants have a 3-game winning streak going. Mets have lost 5 games in a row. We've got Taylor McGill going up against Anthony. Don't ask me to say his last name because Dan Harris gets mad at me when I say his last name. Scalfani, like everyone yells at me. I don't do last names. You guys know this. But good pitcher, right-handed, 11-5, 3.29 ERA at home for AD, we'll call him, okay? We'll just call him the big AD. At home, pitching very well like he has been doing, and he's a guy that, generally speaking, they win his starts, okay? Giants at home win these starts. So on the money line, the Giants aren't monster favorites. They're minus 145. But you know who is a monster favorite? That would be the Reds against the Cubs. So the Cubs win 2-1 yesterday. They blow our parlay. So I'm going back to the well here. I'm going back to the well with the Reds against the Cubs because the Cubs are trash on the road, but the books have figured this out. The books are making it a minus 300. I saw it as high as minus 310 wager here, okay? For the Reds on the money line today they're facing Adrian Sampson. They got a good pitcher themselves going. I mean, they scored 14 runs in Game 1. They scored 1 in Game 2. Okay, they're bound to bounce back here. They score 5.5 runs per game at home. That's why we bet the team total yesterday. The total is 9.5 in this game. It's juiced a little bit to the over. I'm taking the Reds on the money line to bounce back after that loss to the Cubs. I don't think the Cubs win back-to-back road games. And the Giants, because they have been dominating at home and the Mets are not playing well, we're taking the Giants with the better pitching matchup to win the game at minus 145. All right? It's a 2-leg parlay at plus 123 for that one. Okay? Reds money line, Giants money line, 2-team money line parlay. Yes, this is what I'm doing today. I'm playing parlays for leg number 1 or bet number 1, half a unit. Second bet, and I'm going to get a little bit more exotic. I'm going to push the envelope here a little bit. Lewis Head is going for the Tampa Bay Rays up against Spencer Watkins. Head is 1-0 with a 1.85 ERA. He's an opener, okay? This is an opener. However, Spencer Watkins for the Orioles is a gas can for offenses. This dude's ERA is a whopping 5.25. This guy, as he has pitched 4 innings, 7 hits, 6 earned against the Red Sox. Against these Rays, 6 innings, 8 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned against the Rays. Against Detroit on the road, 5 2/3, 3 hits, 4 earned runs. Against Miami, 4 innings, 9 hits, 4 earned runs. The last 4 starts for Spencer Watkins. We're going Rays on the run line for this bet. Why? Because the Rays on the money line is ridiculous. It's minus 335. I saw it as high as minus 350. Okay? Everyone's going to be on this. This is going to be super public. Somebody wrote to me on our TikTok channel, why are you betting these public parlays? And I said, look, we hit for 7 straight days, we were hitting public parlays. I'm not unique in this. Everyone's doing this. Everyone in the sports gambling world is recognizing that the books are juicing these numbers to the gills because they don't want you betting the money line, because if you do pay for it, you do buy it, they want it to be super expensive. They don't want to meet easy because teams like the Orioles and teams like the Diamondbacks, in particular on the road, the Diamondbacks, and we'll still be on there, by the way, Rockies on the road, Diamondbacks on the road, they're going to be automatic bets for the rest of the season. Okay, just mark it down. That's what I'm going to bet, either money line, run, parlaying it. I don't know. We'll do something, but they'll be involved during the bets that we'll have. We're going to go and take the Rays on the run line, which is, look, it's minus 160, minus 150. I mean, it's not cheap, but it's better than 330. It's better than 335, which is what these books are juicing it to. And we're going to come back with the other leg as the Astros take on the Royals. Now, the Royals just beat the Astros. Actually, they beat them twice. They beat them 7-6 and 3-1. Okay, this is not. The Astros are 33 and 26 on the road. Royals are 31 and 30 at home. But Zach Greinke goes to the mound here against Brady Singer. This is a time, I think, for this Astros offense to break out. I think this is a good spot to back the Astros here, to score a bunch of runs and to pound the bad pitching. They've lost 3 games in a row. It's time for the Astros to wake up here. You can't be losing these games. 3-1 to LA, 7-6 to Kansas City, 3-1 to the Royals last night. I'm going to go and back the Astros on the run line, not the money line, but the run line here, and it's minus 115. That's how you get to the plus 203 here with the Astros on the run line and the Rays on the run line. Again, I just need one of these two bets to cash for it to be a profitable day. If I lose them both, I lose a whole unit, okay? And that's fine, okay? I'm trying to entertain myself right now, okay? I'm trying to find unique ways of making money and to keep myself excited and interested until we get to football, because we are in the dying days of baseball. This is almost over. We're almost done. We're almost to the point where we can bet football on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Okay? We have 6 days a week of betting on football, and we don't have to bet baseball as our only sport. We're so darn close. Okay? And because of that, I'm going to have a little fun. I'm going to try to enjoy myself. I'm going to try to, kick the heels up, if you will, and just have some fun, because it is a weird time. It's the dog days, and this is when we got to get kind of exotic and have some fun with it and enjoy ourselves and, just have some fun. Well, let's see what we're up. I'm doing just some quick math here. We were up over the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This was day 7. We won yesterday too. So that would have been over the last 9 days, over the last 8 days, heading into last night. Man, that's such a bummer. We were up 1.57 units and we're down 0.04, then up 1.72 units and up 0.41 units and up 0.37 units and then down 0.46 units. But then we would have been up because we swept that, right? Yeah, we got that right. And then we got the Rockies on the money line right. And we got the Reds first 5 wrong. So it was 2-1 night. So that was a winning night yesterday, right, for that. So that would have been up, half a unit. So we were, you do the quick math on that. We're up like 4 units or 3.5 units. And then we just gave 2.5 units back. Just like that. Boom. Just 2.5 units back. So, yeah, kind of a bummer. So, we're just going to have some fun tonight, okay? And then we get to Thursday, and we get into Thursday, we get into Friday, we get into Saturday. We've got football to bet on and break down and have some fun. So, again, the bets on a Wednesday. Two-leg parlays. Giants, money line. Reds, money line, plus 123. Astros, run line. Rays, run line, plus 203. Both for a half a unit. Let's see if we can hit one of the two. That's all we need. Get 1 out of 2, it's a winning day. Just depends on which one of the two. Or get them both and have a really good day. Have a real fun day for us here on the Daily Juice podcast. Again, it's unique. It's different. It's my last hurrah with these to kind of get in these win or lose. We're going to kind of get off the 2-leg parlays and stay away from them for a little while because, well, the books are catching up and they're figuring these things out and they're making the numbers really ridiculous. But those are the plays coming up here for the Daily Juice podcast for a Wednesday. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me on Twitter at SportsTalkMatt. We are always being brought to you by BetMGM. Use that promo code JUICE100 when you sign up for a new account. $20. Why not? $20 to win $100. You can do it with that Giants and Reds parlay. It'll be a great parlay to jump in on for $100 with a new account with BetMGM. It's plus 123, or you could go ahead and take down $100 with a $20 wager. So you either double your money, or double your money. You get 1.23 of your money. So $20 and you'd win 30, or win 100. Not a bad way of using the Juice 100 promo code offer from BetMGM. We're back every single morning wherever you get your podcast, and on YouTube. It's the Daily Juice podcast right here on BettingPros.com, brought to you by BetMGM.